Good afternoon. Today is World Mental Health Day, and according to the WHO, suicide is the fourth leading cause of death among 15 to 29-year-olds. Here in Ghana, we passed a new Mental Health Act in 2012, which seeks to provide better systems for better mental health care. But what do we see? Also, there have been several studies, especially in America, which have portrayed law students as being most challenged mentally. So, we are here to sample views of law students with regards to the findings of these studies. Good afternoon. Today is World Mental Health Day. Kindly tell us your name.
My name is Comfort Ajimandia.
My name is Daniel Otin Ewa.
I'm Nanajo. I'm Portia.
All right. Several studies have shown that law students are most challenged mentally. Any experience to share with us?
That's actually true, because coming to law school is a whole new thing. It's very stressful and very demanding, and usually a lot of people expect law students to be smart and still excel how they excelled in their secondary level before they came, because that's a tag on law student. And so it puts so much pressure on us, especially from the society and also from our lecturers and all that. And sometimes external factors also come into play to cause all these mental issues. Because of the expectations that society puts on us, we pretend to be okay for everybody to see that we are still fine in the law school and we are excelling. But then that's not the case, because I had a friend who failed so many subjects because he couldn't come out to tell us that he was okay, and he looked very fine to everybody, so it came as a surprise to all of us. And so yeah, it's actually true.
So without your friend, what happened? What were some of the remedies or some of the things that were done to help him get out of those challenges?
Well, for the faculty at the University of Ghana School of Law, we have a committee, a counseling committee, which is supposed to address those issues, but it's not publicly known. A lot of people don't know about that committee, and so when they go through those mental issues, they are not able to come out. The only remedy that you might have is like your friend, your close friend that you can talk to. So that particular person didn't get access to like those facilities. He didn't know about it, so he had to come and speak to some of us. Yeah, that was the only thing that was available to him then.
All right, so I see that as a challenge, as in making it known to the students. So what would you suggest generally as a nation? What should we do to let people get to know the various offices or structures to resort to in times of stress or mental challenge?
Well, I think there should be more sensitization. The nation should put in certain structures to educate, especially the local people, the indigenous people of Ghana, people who are not really educated, because people don't take mental issues seriously in this country. So I think we should educate the people in Ghana to take mental issues very seriously, because we need to be mentally capable, mentally safe, to be able to study and excel.
Well, I can share my personal experience. I mean, I'm a law student at the University of Ghana School of Law. I've been in the school for 2 years, and I will be lying if I say my mental health has not been at stake. Bro, we've been challenged mentally, because the kind of work that you'd have to consume even before the middle of the semester and all that, it makes you frustrated, you become anxious during exams, and it affects almost every part of your life. So yes, of course, it's true. We are really, really mentally challenged. Yeah.
And as an institution, are there structures in place to help deal with mental challenges of students?
Yeah. The University of Ghana, I think the University of Ghana actually does well with that. There's a careers and counseling center that offers these counseling services to students. I mean, even the law school administration, the students' body, the LSU last year, I think they did a program, and one of them was a mental health talk to help students deal with those kind of stress and the frustration that comes in pursuing the law. The university itself has that kind of program as well. So a lot of students actually go to the center to get the services. It helps in dealing with the stress and the mental health situation. So Legon is okay with that, I think.
All right, but it looks as if other institutions don't have, and as a nation we are challenged. So what are some of the suggestions you make for certain structures to be in place to deal with this thing generally as a nation?
Yeah, the structures, we actually need more, basically, because look, even the counseling services that's actually being provided, let me just say, it's not marketed to the students enough. So most students don't even know there is something like that, all right? So aside the counseling structure, maybe they can provide some or strengthen some mentoring sessions between either lawyers or the law teachers, all right, the law lecturers, and then the students themselves, so that these mentors would sort of guide their mentees through narrowing their way on the challenges that they actually face pursuing the law. So most institutions can also do that. And of course, the lecturers should also probably look at looking at the scope of work that they actually demand within a very short possible time. Because the law, look, I'm not sure, it's a lot, right? Even if you are given a lot of time, you never finish. So it makes it very difficult. I think if most institutions would do that, it will help.
So when you come to law school, that there's a lot of material you have to learn, there are a lot of things that you have to learn, and most of the time you can't finish everything, but then because it's on your course outline, you feel pressure to learn everything. And then at the end of the day, you start asking yourself if you are like you've always been smart, or it's just like it's been a fluke all your life and now your true colors are showing. You're not as smart as you always thought you were. So law school is a lot of pressure. Like you get imposter syndrome like the minute you enter law school, because you feel like you're not that good, and you start asking yourself, oh, is law really for me? Should I stop and go and do something else? It's very stressful, and it's a lot of pressure.
Okay, so with this pressure and strain, are there counseling sessions or structures in place by the institutions to help students deal with this?
Okay, so with my institution, with the University of Ghana, we have a careers and counseling center that provides support for students, so not just law students, students from like the entire school. And then with my faculty alone, we have a counseling and mentorship committee. So it's headed by students, it's managed by students. Yes, so we have that in my faculty, and then we also have a careers and counseling center for everybody, for the whole university fraternity.
But I realize that other institutions may not have, or generally as a nation, we are challenged. So what are some of the suggestions that you think we should put in place as a nation to deal with this generally among students in the country?
Okay, so I think that people are more likely to ask for help if they know that they are facing mental health issues. So most of the time people don't know they're facing mental health issues. So if maybe we bring it to the TV, so that whoever is watching the TV knows that when you have these symptoms or when you're going through this, it's a mental health issue that you should actually try to seek help for. Then they are more likely to go to a counseling center to seek for help. And I think we should have more counseling centers around. And not just that, we should decentralize so that we have, say, not just, we can have maybe help groups, so people, maybe a group of 10 or something, they come together and then they talk about their own experiences. Sometimes it helps you to feel better about yourself when you know that people are going through what you are also going through.
Well, I'm not a law student, but then seeing what people have gone through, I feel because people who do law are seen to be smart, they feel they have to put in more to bring the best of output. So I think it actually affects their mental health, because they want to do the best for people to think they are actually smart, as it's stated out that they are smart. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay, so tell me, in your institution or from the department you are coming from, you feel there are structures in place there to help deal with mental stress of students or mental health of students?
Oh yeah, for University of Ghana, career and counseling, you can go there for mental help, like any advice at all. But then I feel people don't go there because when we talk about mental health, people think they are mad. When they go for help or they seek for help, they are mad, so they wouldn't go. But I think there should be public education on that anybody or even depression, it actually affects your mental health. So anybody at all could be depressed, anybody at all could have mental health, so anybody at all could seek for help. It doesn't mean you're mad or something, or you're one of those who work on the streets make it anyhow. So yeah, you can ask for University of Ghana. We have the career and counseling service. You can just go there, you walk in for help, they'll just advise you on what to do and what not to do. Yeah.
So do you feel the career and counseling is effective enough, or what are other remedies that you feel we should bring on board to deal with this thing at a larger scale?
For University of Ghana, it is enough, like it's effective enough. And then for the outer, those not in the university, The government can bring on board the public education. They can advertise it on TV. So public education about mental health and seeking for help doesn't mean you are mentally unsound or something. It just happens. We are human. It happens. So I think public education for everyone is okay. But then if you're University of Ghana and maybe you're not getting access to, we all have access to phones and television, but if you're not getting access, you just go to the Career and Counseling Service at the University of Ghana.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking to us.
You're welcome.